David Walter. Even if you don't have any ready dancer, try to make just a bridge to improvise. Okay? Good. Could you tell us, could you describe your playing?
Describe, I think it is a very open phrase, and it has to be very energetic and very happy like a child.
Okay, and do you play like this?
I am trying to.
You're trying?
Yes.
So, what do you have to improve? What would you like to improve today?
I would like to improve my single tonguing. I think sometimes it doesn't match with when I change my finger.
Why?
And, I think one of them is not in time.
But is it the tongue or the fingers which are not in time?
I think it's the fingers, but I don't know how to.
And why is it out of time? Do you know and do you understand why?
No.
Are you afraid of your tonguing?
Yes.
Okay. It's very common. We have that in common. And the process is, as you're afraid not to be fast enough with your tonguing, you have the temptation to correct with your fingers. So the fingers are running before. But if you do that, can you do that? Is it difficult?
No.
So you have your tonguing is fast enough to play this music. So when you have this kind of problem to have the fingers and the tongue at the same time, look for the fingers, not for the tongue. Your tongue is fine, okay?
Okay.
But just because you think you're not fast enough, you want to correct. And of course, fingers can be quite fast, not the tongue. So break your fingers. So can you take one example, one passage which is more or less? Any problem?
No.
So, no problem.
Another one, you mean?
You see? For everything, if you want to practice in an intelligent way, you first have to ask your questions. What exactly arriving? What is the real reason? And what is sometimes the hidden reason behind the first thing I could think about? Because understanding exactly what you need is half the practice, at least. Otherwise, you can play and turn around for ages without going ahead, because you don't know exactly what belongs to your necessity. Okay? Can you play si ré fa la so si ré fa mi so si ré do mi so si la? Is it difficult?
Yes.
Where?
The half holes is not fast enough. I think when I play D sharp and F sharp, it doesn't close.
Okay. Do that. Difficult?
Yeah.
No trouble. So, try to play this passage thinking two notes, group of two notes only. Da 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 di da di da di. Don't see the whole picture, because the whole picture will bring you some fears. If you just limit to di da 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 di da di da, you will have only groups with two notes, easy. So try to do that. Thank you. How to think to make the things easy. Okay? This music can be delicate, but it's not extremely difficult. It's difficult if we think it is. Okay? Can you take another example? Something which is not clear for you. The second bar was not clean. Why? It's only scale. What could be difficult here? Can you play once without articulation or legato? Do you feel the temptation at the second bar? Your fingers are a little rushing. So, fa mi re do re fa mi sol fa mi re do re fa mi sol fa mi re do si do re mi fa. Just break here, just to have as slow as possible in the tempo. Fa mi re do si do re mi fa sol la si do. Okay. Yes. Now it's good.
Okay.
And you know, the first bar you had a couple of thirds, and it's a little more tricky. When you arrive on the scales, it's good. So it's rushing, but the tongue stays in tempo, so it's not clean. Now do with the articulations, thinking your second bar slowing, and just see. Okay, it's clean now.
Yes.
But now we have to add something. What?
Direction.
Yes. What would you like to do?
A crescendo in the end.
Aha. Why didn't you play it now?
Because I didn't want to rush before, but when I think crescendo, maybe my fingers will want to rush, and then yes.
So, interesting.
I get excited when I want to do crescendo.
Interesting. On oboe, like any wind instrument, we must try to completely disconnect what's happening in the center of the body and here. You won't do any dynamics with your fingers. Your fingers are only soldiers to make one note and another, that's all. So, idealistically, this is pianissimo all the time. Just up and down, no more, right? And then, you change the speed of the air to make all dynamics and colors and whatever. So, to practice that, can you do it really very slowly? crescendo, but staying in your fingers like ooh, no more. From the beginning to the end, exactly the same, up and down, no more. Right? Let's go. Okay. Did you make a real crescendo here?
I didn't do my best. I'll try.
Why? I love this question.
I think it's a lot of mental issues when it comes to a part that I'm not
yes,
confident in. Then I will think too much. Then I can't do
okay, there's only friends here, so you can fail. There's no problem.
Okay.
We shall smile with you. There's no problem. Don't leave any break on your path. Okay? I prefer something failing, but I want you really to touch exactly what you want to do. Okay. Is your reed closing?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Do you use a wire sometimes to open it? Of course, if it's too close, there's no place for the air to come. But can you do something strange for me?
Okay.
Can you do that? Good. Very good. When you arrive on the top of the forte, you must have this kind of pressure.
Okay.
Try that. Yeah, of course, you will need some adjustments because you're asking more to your reed and to your oboe. But it's the open gate to have a real sound which goes away.
Okay.
Now the sound is nice but a little shy. I'm not the first to tell you, I suppose. Would you like really to overcome that?
Yes.
So, like this! But all the range. You understand?
You mean?
From pianissimo to the forte. As the instrument is very narrow, oboe naturally is narrow. And two pianos or forte, we have to push the walls, okay, to make a space wider every day. If you don't do that, it's reducing. So always push both directions. Okay? So, another example. I have to correct four notes. It's C, B, A, G. Okay. When Mozart writes a grace note, it's to indicate most of the time that the grace note is out of the harmony. If it's out of the harmony, it's the note to show. If it's Si, La, Sol, La, Fa, it's, you know, we didn't find the original, the handwriting of Mozart, it was lost. And this concerto was rediscovered in 1920, only with a copy of that time. And on that time there's this mistake, because if you see the flute version, it's okay, and it's much more logical, right? Good. So can we do the beginning now? Just one down four, please. You know, unfortunately, this concerto is very often given to auditions,
Yes.
and it's becoming only an audition difficulty, okay? And for the colleagues, when you played the two first bars, the note is already given, almost, especially first round. So you must be absolutely convincing. And there's something in the writing which is special for Mozart. You understand why? It's not academic writing. What is? There's something special in this writing, this opening. Do you know what?
The trio is not in the downbeat. It's not in the first beat.
Something more interesting, more important, I think, than that.
I don't know.
Academic writing should be like this. You. Instead of that, you're coming in to finish the tutti, and when the theme is coming back, when it's normally your solo, you never play this first thing, and you have, like if you were behind the orchestra, with only the harmonic bass, okay? So, for me, if I understand that, this scale going up will be in the innuendo, because when you arrive on the top C, you have to be behind the strings playing. So that's the musical approach. But, there is a but. If you play for colleagues in audition, don't do that. Because all my colleagues are expecting a big crescendo. So, okay, do the crescendo, but come back soon. And on this long note, very stable and no vibrato, at least at the beginning. You have to hear the theme where it is, okay? And try, because you're answering to the whole orchestra and you're alone. That must be quite forte, okay? Just. Are you happy with that?
No.
Why? There's something which disconnects.
My tight note didn't last long enough.
No, that's not the point. It wasn't clean between re and do. Why? Yes.
I rushed
Yes. Why?
because it's scales and I practice that a lot and I think I can do it faster. So I have a tendency to.
What do we say? Did we say at the beginning of this lesson about tongue and finger?
I have to separate the two things.
Yes, and there's one additional problem here. You have a long note. So, long note without moving anything. And suddenly you have to go quite fast. And this change is not so easy. And the effect all the time is the fingers are rushing. Because you want to, you stay like this, and suddenly you have to be quite efficient, but not faster than the tempo. Because if you do that, easy. Where's the problem?
No problem.
Okay. So most of time it's the C is coming too soon. So if you want to be safe there, wait. Make this note in your head a bit too long, and you will see you will be in front with the tone. Just do it again. Works, huh?
Yes.
Understanding your need is half the work. Okay? And why I'm making this? Why is it so interesting to jump on this last note? Can you explain me?
I was counting a lot the down.
Yes, but the solfege is behind. We don't have to hear it. Okay. Whatever is your thinking, it's musically it's okay, and no weight, nothing to show on this one because the main note is and everything goes away. Okay? So let's continue. Same thing you're doing. Why are you jumping on this one?
Because I feel like this is my second entrance, so it's still quite in front of the piece, so I want.
Yes, but what's happening harmonically with the piano? It's on the way. So, okay? The beginning must be really sweet and make your point on that's the thing to show, but not two at the same time. In classical and harmonic music, you always have a beat, top and way down. It's really rare you have the top on the first note because there's no preparation. Okay, understand? So directly dum digga 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 dum. No, wait on the D.
Yes.
Enjoy. No, sing it. If it's a semiquaver, I don't care. Take time. Why?
Because I think this part is interesting.
Yes, but why this step? Go to, but not jump suddenly. There's nothing subito. It sounds subito. It's on the way.
Okay.
You see, you're there. You must go ahead. You have the way too. It's except if the composers write straight. This is subito something. Subito means a break with the line before. Okay, you have a quick change, but there, go up. Okay, always start where you are musically, right? And ding dong. Enjoy this beat. It's very happy music. Wow! Okay, let's go. Okay? And do you need to breathe? Da, da, da.
No.
Okay, I don't need this, just a little comma, but it's the same sentence, it's not finished for me, okay? thing which is interesting to hear. It's and you're going out of the engine, and you have to show this group. That means that this one you can make a little free. Therefore, it's quasi-mechanic. And what is your dynamics from here to here?
It is I think around MP here, and then forte for this bar and piano for this bar.
Okay, I will ask you something different. I don't explain. I just follow my hand. Mi sol la sol fa mi la do again. It's much more logical like this, because you have a long way down, and it's very easily closing. And then the first bar with the engine as it comes, then the second one crescendo, and the exit. Ha ha! I'm back. Okay. Once again. Stay. So this time here you have to practice a little, because your reflexes pushes you to play it straight away. Okay, let's continue. What's happening in G? Stay open. Yeah. Trust you have good instrument, and I guess you're really answering. Never use your muscles and your lips to press the sound. Otherwise, it sounds stronger. Okay? Just reduce the air. That will be enough. Okay? Why?
I was excited again.
That's a good thing, but at the right place. Okay, let's go. Exactly. It sounds a bit too much. Each time you have two notes. The grace note is more important than the second one. So you have a diminuendo to play, but a whole thing is in crescendo. So you have to make a crescendo with 3 diminuendos. So, okay? Do not hesitate, okay? But don't hold the second note, otherwise it's not playing enough with the harmony you have behind you, right? So, the second one. One of my favorite questions. Did you play this piece before? This one, did you play it already? Previously in the movement?
I think in a not this key.
Where?
Then I don't know.
You just played before. Can you play that for me? Good. Understand? This is the on notation of that one. Ah! What did this color? That means this one can play really as an echo because it's exactly the same standard, same harmonies with extra notes. You understand?
Yes.
And again, something different. Okay? So I like it. I like very much to have something really light. Yeah. Can you try this? Yes. You know, I was just checking. The two violins have, on the third beat, something special. Did you notice this? In that bar. Yes. This in that bar. What's happening on the third beat?
I remember it's a dissonance.
No. No. It is a third. There's something special arriving when you have your long notes.
Bum.
Yes, what?
The accent on.
It's more than an accent, it's for the piano. And you must give your partner a wish to play really this. You see, it's very live. You zoom and only two bars, none of that.
But what should I play for this? Should I go less so?
Not, but more articulation, more alive than something a little jumping like this and zoom. So they will wish to answer to you. If it's too okay, we stay behind. Okay, so a lot of definition in the sound. Okay. What's the harmony behind you?
I don't.
You don't? Yes, I can hear that. Diminished seventh. So something, just a little piece of drama. So. Ask for it, okay? And you splash on this for the piano, okay? Don't be shy on it. Really show it, okay? So, and take time to not to make only semiquavers. It sounds a little too automatic. A little, not free, but a small rubato, just to show the main note. Okay? Si, re, do, mi, re. the trill by the main note? Is it on purpose?
Yes.
I think this time you really have time to sing the trill. And sing the trill, you can use the upper note. It's not, in Mozart for me it's not automatic. In that case it means something. Okay? And woo! Okay.
Okay.
Too early. Okay? As you will play out of the tempo, your rhythm can be out of the tempo. And what would you like to express in this bar? Play it. So, what is your first note saying? Is it opening or what are you exactly saying?
It's yum. It's that kind of like.
But after that you're making diminuendo on it?
Yeah, I make a diminuendo and then yeah, the second one. Then.
Yes, but it's almost like saying 2 times the same.
Okay.
For me, you know, behind I have a nice flower. Okay, so and 4-1, just to tell the orchestra, let's go. Okay, out. Before that, you're completely out of tempo. Understand? Maybe you can wait a little, because the orchestra stops and begins again on the third beat. So okay, a little space, not too strict like this. Once again. I think I understand what you want to say, but I just want to be sure that it's not completely clear. What is your musical direction in this bar?
Crescendo.
Until where?
Here.
And then you make the diminuendo. And this is the same, written in another way. It could have been this. It's the same music, okay? On this one. So. Okay? Really show it like this. You see, I can feel your brain. What going to happen? Okay. And then it's time to think. Never think in advance. Because if you have that to play and you think this, what is the result? Your fingers have 2 different images coming. And if they have 2 different things to do, strike, stop. So the future is the future. Until you didn't arrive on it, stay where you are.
Okay.
You know the piece, you don't have to see what's coming, you know all the notes. So enjoy each note. Do not anticipate any problem. Okay? And when you arrive, and you think by two, as we did before, and you will see it will be much better.
Okay.
So, convinced? It works.
Yeah.
Okay. And you didn't practice.
Yes.
You just thought in the right way. That makes all the difference. When we have, most of the time, when we have a technical problem, is because we don't think the proper way. It should be more difficult for the pianist. They have many things to think at the same time. So it's, but in one way, it's the same angle. Just being exactly at the point we are playing, not seeing the whole page. I discovered that quite late, because at my time, when I was a student, my teachers had no words about this. You just have to practice again. That was the only answer. Okay, practice again. So, and years after years, I began really to try to solve my problem, because I had, when I was 30, 40, a period, I was really nervous, and sometimes I was turning the page, and if I had some passage which was difficult, the whole page became like red, you know, oh, what's gonna happen again, okay? And thinking like this, okay, maybe there's one passage which can be a problem, but until there, and after there, I'm okay and I'm happy. So I just have to pay attention at that position, not before, not after. So it's green, just a little point of red I have to take care about, and after that I can enjoy again. And if I fail, okay, I will practice again. And it solved, day after day, it solved my nervous problem. Okay? So understanding, thinking at the right place is absolutely fundamental for me, right? So, just this 90, please. Did you pay attention about the auxiliary writing in this passage? Which is the same, written in another way. What is the difference in the auxiliary part?
Before they only played in the back, but then this one was.
So, what is the meaning of this fortepiano for you? Because you don't play it really, and the second time you don't play it at all. Why?
I thought this is not a really.
Really what?
Because I've played and it just fades out, so I think it's enough for it.
You can't understand this fortepiano if you don't consider the auxiliary answer. It's like they're doing a nap at the beginning of the bar, and and then all the time. So the second time you can play just more. There's no fortepiano here.
Yes.
and here. It's exactly the same harmony, but we have quavers all the way long. Okay? So it's very important. And now we crescendo to prepare the tutti combo after.
Okay.
You understand? Good. Do you have any question on this beginning?
No. No. I haven't think of one yet. Maybe I'll have
Okay.
later.
We just have 2 minutes to finish. Do you have something special to see in the middle?
I want to see this phrase,
Okay.
this one, especially this
So take here. It's 153. You really want to do that? To have that?
one. I want a quick.
Yes, it stays on the same line. So, of course, I understand you want to, but one more time, you play suddenly forte, which means a break. Okay? Oh, always start where you are.
Okay.
So is it the second time? So la fam, so la fa sol. See this little break. Not
Okay.
not too military. Okay? Let's go.